As they race up towards the line.
Bryce is going along like a winner.
And a photo finish between second and third.
Oh, it is close.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Back Winner Racing Update. We've got Group 1s are back, so an absolutely stacked weekend ahead. Really looking forward to it. Just make sure to join the SmartOdds comparison. It'll give you the edge of punting. It'll give you the best price. So sign up and use the code WINBIG in capitals. You can get your 30-day free trial. That's a month free trial instead of the normal 14 days. I'm really looking forward to this weekend. The big guns are back and there's so many good races ahead. And of course, my favourite, Autumn Glow. Really keen to see her go around. She's in her stiffest test to date, but she'll be very hard to beat yet again, trying to keep that picket fence rolling for the Waller camp. And it'll be all eyes on her as she goes ahead on Saturday. I'll get stuck into them. First, Flemington. At the moment, the track's in the good range, so expect punters should get their chance in this day. And we're looking, first off, race number 2. Fiorino. I love the way it's going. Barrier 9 makes things a little bit tricky, but this is the horse in form. 335 we're getting at the moment. That looks the right price for a runner that's just absolutely airborne at the moment. Keen to be with it, keen to stick with it at the moment, looking for the hat trick. Race number 3, the Desirable Stakes, and we've got an early one that is kicking things off for us. Ole Dancer is 240 at the moment, and I think that's the right price here, and really keen to be with it. It's the progressive type on a little bit of a drift, but this looks the right race for it, and I'm keen to take that at that price. The main danger is Sass Appeal, the one with the upside, and that's had the early backing with the pole position, so this I'm expecting will be a bit of a tactical race in terms of those two fighting it out, but they look the main two, and I'm keen to be with Ole Dancer there. Race 5 in the Schweppes Plate Handicap, I am with the favourite Rudy Royale, most consistent runner of this race of calibre, and I think this will be very tough to hold out. $2.90 at the moment on the odds comparison. Looks a good price, and I think it'll get the lead here, be able to lead them up. And if it can get it soft enough up front, it'll be very tough to stave off against these. Race number 6, also again here with the favourite St. George, progressive type, and comes from the mare stable. They're really good with their stayers, so the 2,500 here, they're always very tough to beat over this trip. $2.90 on the odds comparison right now. That looks a good price. I think that's well worth taking. Race number 7, the Elms Handicap. At the moment, I've gone with a bit of value here in Matcha Latte, who's been slightly backed in early markets, $6.60 at the moment. Loves this trip, hasn't missed the placings from 7 goes, so this is its pet trip. 3 wins from 18, so it doesn't win out of turn, but a good setup here. Damien Lane, barrier 9, I don't mind it. It'll sit back off the speed and have last crack at them, and as long as we're getting a bit of a fair track come race day, that'll be the one that'll be pouncing late. Race number 8, the Black Caviar Lightning. I've nailed it down to 3 here, and look, this is a good race. I don't think there's a whole lot of value here for punters because this is tough to split these. I do have Tenturius on top. This is a class runner here, coming off a really big win in a Group 1, but I don't think that was the strongest Group 1 I've ever seen. But this would be very tough to stave off. And obviously we've got Giga Kick, who resumes. She found form really well last prep, or he found form really well last prep. So he looks to resume here, make it 3 in a row. He flies on this track. He's a good winner fresh, and he's trialled up nicely. Obviously as well, Barraquil goes in the mix. Loves these conditions, unbeaten fresh, 6 out of 9 on a good track. So this is a cracking race, and probably one I'll sit back and enjoy and watch. Race number 9, we've got 60s here on 229 on the odds comparison. The form's been frank since, and it was a good last start win against Rosalind Star. It goes up in weight a lot here, and it gets a wide draw. So I don't think there's a whole lot of value with the price at the moment, but it does go on top, and it does look the runner in form. If on speed is getting suited, then I think Space Rider comes right into the mix here. And the Tressardi Stakes, I've got Filia on top. I love the way she went last prep and then just had an end of prep run, but that was still in a very handy race. She should give a big sight here fresh. The favourite at the moment, Rota Arataki, on a little bit of a drift, but obviously very hard to beat. Moving over to Randwick, and the track also in the good range, which is good for punters here. Keeps things a little bit more simpler. Race 4, Sovereign Hill, another favourite I'm keen to be with. Going great guns this prep. Won by nearly 2 lengths last start. This is a decent step up in depth. On paper, it doesn't go up in grade, but I think this is a much harder race. That being said, tough to beat here. And on a day where I think favourites can dominate, the next favourite, Apocalyptic, is the one that I think is worth a multi-banker for the day. I love the way it's going. It's going to be a matter of just finding clean air from barrier 1, and it'll be very, very hard to beat. It just missed behind Ole Dancer last time out, but I had a great prep last time, and I think it's going to be very tough to beat here. $1.66 on the odds comparison, so probably worth chucking in your multis there. Race number 7, the Expressway Stakes. I'm with Jolly Star. Again, another favourite that looks hard to go past, but obviously I think there's not a whole lot of value here, given Lady Shenandoah and Angel Capital and Caballas all have claims and are all around that $4 to $5 mark. So not a race I'm ready to dive into, but I do think Jolly Star here is the one to beat. Race number 8, no shock here. I'm with Autumn Glow. This is her stiffest test to date. This is clearly a good field. If on pace is suited, Lindemann should be well backed. Chow Wolf, tricky horse to catch sometimes, but it really put it together last prep and did bolt in, beating Mr. Brightside on a good track. So obviously the form's red hot here, but I'm with Autumn Glow. She's done nothing wrong to date. She still is untapped. I think she's going to be very tough to hold out. Race number 9, a little bit of value here. I've gone with Lazura, and at the moment, $5.25 on the odds comparison. Now, drawn wide, but you've got J-Mac aboard, and coming off a last start 5th to Pride of Jenny. Looks really hot form for this. I think it will take plenty of beating here. Looks the best each way bet of the day for me. Presents plenty of value at that quote. I'm keen to be with it. And race number 10 in the BM88, I'm sticking with the favourite Sovereign Hill. Barrier 16 obviously makes things tricky, but I like the booking of Timmy Clark, and he will give it every hope here. And 1 out of 1 aboard. He was on last start, and it was a strong win. Steps up in grade here from a BM78 to a BM88, but I think it is a clear horse to beat. So a great weekend of racing. All eyes on Autumn Glow. Keen to see what she can do against a handy field. Just make sure as well to listen to the SmartB Sports Update for updates on other sports around the world. Sign up to SmartB to get the Back Winner newsletter, daily best bets, tip of the day, and daily updates in news and information for all your sports and racing. And make sure to follow the SmartB app on all social media platforms and Back Winner on Twitter and X. That's all, punters. Good luck there on the weekend, and we'll be back next weekend. Thanks very much for listening.
As they race up towards the line.
With a photo finish between second and third.
Oh,